Hello and good evening. My name is Pauline. I trust your week has started well. It's been a while since I did a live video, and today I want to answer some three questions about relationships. So I hope that these questions and these answers can help somebody. If you have any question, you may drop it in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer you. So, on to the first question. The first question is about cheating in marriage, and the person asks, "Hi, I'm in need of advice. So, I'm married, but we've been having some issues in our marriage. I'm 24 years, just like my wife. I've been dishonest with my marriage, but I've changed. But the issue is that my wife is dramatic. If I mess up, she gets angry and give me the silent treatment even for 3 days. And sometimes she says that we don't have a future. We have a 3-year-old. Sometimes I feel like she always takes advantage of my mistakes to end our marriage. I'm confused. I don't know if I'm wasting time with her or what I should do. I'm also worried about the future of our daughter. So, I want to answer this question about cheating. And one thing I can tell this person is that you're very mature by the way you're asking your question. You're shifting blame to your wife instead of taking responsibility for your actions. One thing you and other people who are married need to understand is that your spouse is a human being and you cannot go exposing them to unnecessary shocks, especially if you don't know how much the other person can handle. So, as you're cheating on your partner, one thing you always need to know is that you should not expose your partner to unnecessary shocks. So, first of all, by the time somebody is making up their mind or decision to commit to you in marriage, they have taken their time, they have thought about it, and there is something they want of you. But now, if you know that you're going to cheat or you cannot avoid cheating, what I would advise is that you just look for somebody like you because birds of a feather flock together. And one thing I've realized is that people who do not complain when their partners cheat are also cheating. But faithful people will always complain and they will not take it because that is nonsense to them. So you have to understand that you cannot blame your wife for getting angry because of your cheating. You cannot blame her for getting angry, and you should take responsibility of your actions. If you don't want her to get angry, you either stop cheating or you find your type. So the other thing I usually tell people is that everybody gets an opportunity to cheat. So if you're cheating, you should not think that you're the only person who is getting these opportunities or you're special or people love you better. No, everybody under this earth gets these opportunities to cheat, especially when they are married or in serious relationships, because somebody said we are programmed to fail, and that cheating is one of the ways that you can fail your marriage or relationship. So if you're the one who is always taking all these chances and cheating, you need to ask yourself why. Maybe there is a problem with you, with the way you are raised, with your thinking, with your mind. So you need to style up and protect your wife from these bad habits. Stop exposing her to unnecessary shocks. So The second question is about polygamy. And somebody says, I'm a second wife and respect the first wife. So I feel like they are taking advantage. To cut the story short, my husband disappeared 2 months without proper communication. So I kept myself busy and knew that maybe he was with the first wife. So recently he returned, and when I asked what he was up to, he said that he took a loan to complete a house for the first wife. I'm very angry because money, when I asked him for money to open a business, he didn't even bother. And he's come back empty handed. Is he playing me? So you have said that you're a second wife, and you feel like this husband, this man, and the first wife are playing you. And if I always tell people to trust their gut feeling. First of all, this is not your husband, as you're well aware. Most of the time, women become second wives because of money. You're just following somebody because of money. And most of the time, you find that the person you think has money or will give you money has nothing, is broke. So you need to be true to yourself and ask yourself why you married this guy and what you really want from this relationship. And the best thing you can do is you can already see that this man cannot sustain two families or two wives. So the best thing you can do is to go find your own husband and get yourself a life. And finally, for anybody who is thinking of becoming a second wife, just understand that a man who takes a new wife keeps taking. I've seen men who, or women who say, I became a second wife to this person, or I became a third wife, I became a fourth wife. But eventually, there were more new wives coming. So until they decided to quit, yet this man told them, you're the last one I'm marrying, you're the one I love right now. It's because a man who takes a new wife keeps taking. So, uh, third, the third and last question, let me see. It's about money in marriage, and the person is asking. It's a guy. I wanted to ask why women are so proud, and how can you deal with it? She's only happy when you have money. When you go broke, she becomes angry. She has nothing, no job. You're providing everything for her, but she's so proud. How can you deal with it, please? Because I was thinking of taking her back to her parents. So, first of all, I do not understand when you say you're thinking of taking your wife back to her parents. Is she a child? Because honestly, gone are the days that you would take somebody back to their parents. I believe this is a grown up, a mature person, an independent person. So I really find it ridiculous that you are talking of taking her back to her parents. So, what I can say is that I do not support these traditional gender roles where a man has to provide or must provide. His role is defined as a provider, while the woman is the caregiver. I believe in a sharing of roles equally, but this is something that people need to agree on early in their relationships. You need to draft everything that you think all the responsibilities and share them equally. And every person can assign themselves tasks even before you get married to avoid such conflicts. And this way, you'll find that even if you're doing you're playing the biggest role in provision. your wife is also helping with some things, and you know that she can always help. The other thing is, before you get married, make sure that you become friends, because friends got each other's back, and your friend will not leave because you're broke or because you got fired. They will stand up and support you. So it's very important to make sure that your spouse is your friend, but you'll find that nowadays a man has best friends who are women out there, and the wife is not that friend. And a woman will have best friends who are men, and that friend is not the husband. So it's important to revisit how we handle our relationships, and also have these serious conversations long before we decide to tie the knot. So the other thing I want to say is that money is very important in a relationship, and this talk about women disappearing or quitting a relationship because a man got became broke should stop, because we all know that money is important, not just in relationships but in life. And if you cannot your partner has their own love language, and if you must love her right, and if she must feel loved, you must be able to speak her language. Most of these languages could be buying gifts or taking her places. And you'll realize that most of these love languages revolve around money. You should be able to take care of her. A woman likes to feel taken care of. So, yes, money is very important in a relationship, because it contributes to making both of you happy. And the other thing I would like to say is that do not crucify women for wanting to be with moneyed men, because it's very risky to marry a broke man. Many men are just humble because they don't have money, but you don't really know what this man will become when he finally gets the money. So it's a very risky decision to marry a broke man, hoping that he will make money. We do not get equal opportunity for mentorship as we grow up, but I believe by the time you're 21, you should be at least desiring to be rich, to make money, and looking for ways to make money. So it's your responsibility to make money, sustain, work hard, and make money for to support your family, including your wife. So uh, by being lazy, every minute that you spend whining about women's desire to be with rich men, or being broke or being lazy, it's a wasted hour. It's a wasted time that you will never recover. So don't expose your future generations to poverty just because you're being lazy or you do not want to work extra hard to look for money. Get out there and make money. That is all I wanted to give you today. Three questions that have been asked by different people, and I hope that I'll see you soon to answer more of your questions. In case you have any question for me, you can just drop it in the comment section below. Thank you and have a good night. Bye.